and it will continue to make our city strong. Now, we live in a small town, and it's easy to feel like things are running adrift. It's easy to have a sense of separation or divisiveness. But I will tell you that we as a people are extremely united in a common cause to preserve the great community that we call home. And our conversations, hopefully, will characterize that as we move forward as a community in a civil manner to communicate, compromise, and cooperate. Civility, communication, compromise, and cooperation will bring this community together in a united way that will serve the citizens of this great community. And so tonight is a night of celebration. It's a night of recognition of service to our community. And ultimately, it's a recognition of the blessings from our Creator, whose authority we all fall under, and should recognize humbly our obligation to Him, and as our oath will be read tonight, the citizens of this great community. So with that, we will move to the agenda for tonight, which will include the canvassing of the election results, a demonstration of how this nation peaceably has a change in leadership as intended by our forefathers. The canvassing will be done by those 4 members of the council that did not participate in this cycle in the election. They'll go with the city secretary to confirm those results. And then following those results, we will have a resolution recognizing and confirming those. Then we will recognize the 2 council members that are outgoing, Mr. Boyd Wagner and Mr. Russ McDaniel. And then the newly elected officials will take the oath of office, and we'll adjourn for the evening. So at this time, I'd like to ask Mr. McClinton, Mr. Savine, Mr. Harrison, and Ms. Zachary to go with our city secretary, Cindy Stafford, to canvass the election results from May 7th, 2016, and report back to the council. Okay, Alan, this is where you get to tell a joke. Okay, maybe not.
I'm waiting.
You can draw attention to Mr. Nix's tie, Mayor.
Yeah, I recognize that tie. It's your swearing-in tie.
It is. It is my official wardrobe.
So I'd like to thank the family members for being here tonight. I know it's a special occasion for your loved one to be here, and for the city staff to be here.
She's gonna be a lawyer.
Officer, you did a good job. You convinced all your girls not to come here, so I'd like to do the same as well.
I did it right.
Maybe we can get somebody to hum the Jeopardy song. So. There we go.
Was she reining them in?
I don't know. That's a lot of.
You get those numbers fixed?
Life is too short not to enjoy it.
Okay, so the committee's back.
Mayor, as I've been selected as the chair of the committee to canvass the results, we have the members of the committee you appointed earlier. We've canvassed the votes and agree that the resolution number 2016 R07 are valid, and therefore the election is complete. So I had to say it right. As stated in the resolution.
Okay.
There's your resolution.
Now we need a motion. A second?
Okay, so we have a motion from the committee confirming in a second the resolution 2016 R07 confirming the results of the election held on the 7th day of May, 2016. All right, so we will,
Does the committee vote or the whole council vote? Whole council.
okay, so we'll proceed to vote then. All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? All right, that resolution carries unanimously, adopting resolution 2016 R07. Okay, at this time, we're going to recognize our outgoing council members. These two gentlemen have served in place 2 and place 4, and we'll give them an opportunity to provide some remarks from the podium down here. I would like to, or would y'all rather stay up here and talk? Doesn't matter.
Stay here.
Okay, so we can do that, and then the city we've got a small token of appreciation that we want to give after your remarks. So, Mr. Boyd Wagner, so.
Okay, I had, am I close enough to this thing? I had never really particularly thought about doing anything about the city council, but I was in here at a meeting, and probably in 2013, the city council voted basically to not ever consider economic development of any kind, and to kind of disband the committee and not do anything about it. I thought that was one of the dumbest things I'd seen, and so I tried to get some people to run to see if they could do something about it, and so I wasn't having much success, and you had to be a citizen of Stephenville 6 months before the election to run, so 6 months and a day before the election, I moved in and ran, and, you know, we had a big cleaning establishment that burned, and they wanted to decide what to do. And they went to Cleburne because Cleburne Economic Development Corporation gave them some help, and we wouldn't do anything for them. The gun company came in here and wanted to move in here, and they went to Breckenridge because Breckenridge had an Economic Development Corporation. And the Economic Development Corporations around here were and are Hamilton, Hyco, Glen Rose, Dublin, Comanche, Mineral Wells, Brownwood, Strong, Breckenridge, Clifton, and Goldwaite. In other words, almost everybody but us. And so that in 2014, after the election, we started the process of looking for the lawyers and looking for the experts. And in January, the city council voted to submit that to the voters, and it went to the voters in May and passed. And so now we've got one. So that was one of the main reasons that I ran. And I think that, of course, that thing is, I guess you'd say it's off the ground. It may not be running, but it will be. It's getting started. So I was happy about that, and I'm not gonna, I'll still be willing to do what I can to help out when I can from the outside. I'm still interested in a few things like the senior citizens and the library and the recreation area, and especially an overall recreational area that could be done, but maybe I can do some of that from the outside. And the only other thing I mentioned is historic thing that was done lately. You know, the college had a group of students that did a lot of work on the city, you know, figuring out where all the historic buildings were, and they took all that information and they've gotten some organization in Austin to recognize this downtown district as being historically significant. And so there's some progress is being made on that. You know, a year or two ago, I was in either Hyco or Glen Rose talking to an economic development guy, I forgot which one, and he said a historic group left Dallas on a historic tour and went to Granbury and Glen Rose and some other places, but skipped Stephenville. And all those other towns that they're going to, they had this downtown area designated as historic downtown, and they were skipping us. And there'd been a study done by the University of Texas and by Rutgers saying that $2.26 billion a year is annually spent on Texas historical tours. And so I just think that's something else that can be real helpful. I hope that finishes up. And so I think some good things have been done. And I can't say that all of it was fun, but I think it was worthwhile. So that's about all I got to say.
Mr. McDaniel?
Thank you, Mayor. I have some remarks to share, and I will keep them brief. I congratulate my opponent, Carla Trussell, for her victory in this election. Her campaign was able to turn out more supporters at the polls than mine, and I wish her good luck. In 2006, I first ran for council because I did not feel our representatives were listening to the people. The decisions made regarding the Proctor water pipeline were not the will of the people. In 2007, I became a planning and zoning commissioner, gaining experience working as part of a group. In 2008, I made another bid for an open seat and was successful. My opportunity to serve the people began, and I had a platform to express my conservative fiscal views. I am honored to have served as the chairman of the Public Health and Safety Committee during my tenure. During 4 terms on council, I had the privilege of serving with many fine individuals such as Alan Nash, Alan Nix, Doug Savine, Kenny Weldon, and many others. Alan Nash made the greatest impact on how I viewed issues, and serving with him my first 2 terms shaped my overall thinking. I would like to share a short list of full council accomplishments that I feel are notable and have really improved Stephenville. The Ollie Street extension through to Washington Street there, $20 million tax abatement for FMC expansion, the 380 agreement with Tejas Tubular for street improvements on Caparel Lane, rezoning to R3 a parcel of land behind Staples that allowed a $20 million apartment project to become a reality, the building of Fire Station number 2 and the Alexander Road improvements, the upgrade of the airport terminal, and as Boyd said, the voter approval of the Stephenville Economic Development Authority, partnering with Stedco, the Chamber of Commerce, and Tarleton State University to achieve common goals, completion of an economic strategic plan, which we never have had before, completion of a pavement management plan. My campaign treasurer, Dr. Cessna Winslow, was a driving force in my reelection campaign, and I will forever be grateful for all she contributed to the campaign efforts. My right-hand man, Michael Dagrapont, and I worked tirelessly putting up signs, taking them down, and he was my tech support, a young man in the audience today. I want to thank him publicly for the countless hours he volunteered for my campaign. Thank you, Michael. Over the years, I have enjoyed a strong working relationship with our city staff. I know how difficult it is, how difficult it can be to work for 9 bosses. But I just want to let our city administrator, Pat Bridges, know how much I appreciate all that you do to keep the city running smoothly. I value your friendship and I admire your work ethic. To the directors that work hard, long hours to provide quality service to the citizens, Jason, Nick, Walter, Jeremy, Jimmy, and Noah, thank you each for answering my many questions over the years and the professionalism that you bring to your respective departments. Thank you, Cindy Stafford, for all your help over the past 8 years. Your service to the city and the council is truly a blessing. In closing, I want to thank the citizens and my family. The trust you have placed in me and the love and support you have shown me over the last 9.5 years is invaluable. I have endeavored to be a positive influence toward making our community a friendly, safe, and prosperous place to call home. I thank God for my many blessings, and I look forward to His plans for my future. My short-term plan is to catch up on fishing with my family and to spend more time with my 2.5-month-old grandson, Everett. I am truly blessed. Thank you.
Boyd and Russ, if I could get y'all to join me down the front here, please. Just right here. I just want to say again, for everybody here tonight, the commitment and the passion that you heard in both these men's voices is what this is all about. This is not about winners and losers. It's not about us versus them. It's about us coming together as a community and doing what's right for the citizens of our community. These men did what they did because they loved the community more than themselves. Selfless service to our community. I want to just thank both of you for your hours of commitment and as an example of how people can step out of what they're doing day to day and say, you know what, I want to help make a difference for something bigger than myself. And that's what both of you have done, and it is noteworthy. What both of you mentioned could not have been done without your devotion and your commitment. And so this community is forever indebted to your effort, and I think that it's really a sense of deep gratitude that our community should have for both of you for your work. And so we'd like to present to you tonight, Boyd, to you in grateful appreciation for your dedication and service to the city of Stephenville, City Council Member 2014 to 2016, and say thank you very much. And to you, Rusty McDaniel, in grateful appreciation for your dedication and service to the City of Stephenville, City Council Member 2008 to 2016. Thank you very much. Thank you both very much. Okay.
I'm out of here. People will see.
Give them just a second here. Yeah, leave without a okay. That's good. All right, so now we've got an opportunity to welcome 2 new council members. One not so new coming back, Greg Pendleton and Ms. Carla Trussell. And then we've got Mr. Alan Nix, and who on this? Jerry Warner. He is ill. Okay, Mr. Warner is ill tonight, and so.
I will swear him in later.
You swear him in later. So if we could get Brady and Carla and Alan. So, y'all swap. Yep, there you go, right there. So, you don't find that. Well, I wanna get.
Staggering in heights. Yes, ma'am.
So we can repeat after you. Pardon? We can repeat after you.
Yes. Okay, please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your name. Do solemnly swear. That I will faithfully execute. The duties of the office. Of city council member. And of mayor. Of the city of Stephenville. And state of Texas. And will to the best of my ability. Preserve, protect, and defend. The Constitution and laws. Of the United States and of this state. So help me God. If you would please sign your oaths.
Steve?
Make a copy for our record, make sure the original. Take your seats.
So we can take our seats.
Good to see you again. Doug, I'm glad I get to ask you this time,
I sit next to you, elbow.
Hop down over there.
All right, I don't want to prolong the meeting unnecessarily, but I would like to see if, Carla, if you'd like to say anything?
Well, I'd like to thank my family first. My son and my husband and my daughter-in-law are in the audience, and my dad. So I'd like to thank them, especially my husband, who went without many meals during this campaign, and who's a very private person and really doesn't like his name blasted across the paper every day. So thanks for putting up with this. And my campaign team, who worked tirelessly on my behalf, thank you very much. And finally, all the voters who had trusted me and put me up here. Thank you.
Ready?
Thanks, Mayor. Just a couple things real quick. To answer your questions, why in the world do I want to come back up here again? And it's real simple, because Jimmy Chu promised me he'd take me to a golf tournament for 4 years and never took me to that dadgum golf tournament. So we're going to that golf tournament, Jimmy. So that's why I had to come back, I guess, for that golf tournament. So it better be a good golf tournament. But no, really, guys, I appreciate the opportunity to come back. I hope this is going to be the longest I speak for the next 2 years, because that really is my number one goal here today, is we're going to bring some efficiency and effectiveness to the council. And I apologize to a lot of you all out there that have served in countless hours and waited countless hours for this council to take up the city's business, which we take up the most important business every week, I can promise you. But nonetheless, we need to go in here and take care of business in a more efficient, effective manner. And I can guarantee you, if nothing else, I will do that. If not, I'll consider my next 2 years to be a complete failure. So get ready. You probably all at some point are not going to like what I say or like what I'm doing, but I don't care, because I'm here for one reason: do what's best for the city of Stephenville. So I hope I can count on all of y'all supporting that. Looking forward to serving the next 2 years. And thank you all very much for the opportunity.
Mr. Nix?
Thank you, Mayor. I would like to first thank the citizens of the city of Stephenville for giving me the opportunity to continue to serve them. I appreciate that. I take great pride in the accomplishments of this council, and it is because it has worked as a group on so many projects and been successful with them. And I appreciate the support that the staff has faithfully provided us, sometimes way above and beyond the call. They have always been there to help us, and I appreciate that. I wish that Boyd were here. I wanted to say thanks to him for his service, his time. He helped do several things that had not been done for several years, and I wanted to thank him. I also wanted to thank Russ. I said 2 years ago that one of the benefits or one of the privileges of this was the fact that I got to meet new friends, and I appreciate that. I met you. I did not know you. I have enjoyed serving with you. I appreciate your time, your dedication, and I appreciate your effort on the behalf of the citizens of Stephenville, and I wish you good luck in the things that you do next. And Brady, welcome back. I have enjoyed serving with you in the past, and I look forward to that again. And Mayor, welcome back to you also. We kind of like a bad penny. We just continue to keep coming around. But I want to thank you for your service to the city also. And Carla, you're in for a new experience.
Thank you, Alan.
I can tell you from past experience that it is nothing at all like you anticipate it will be, but it will be enjoyable, it will be rewarding, and it will be something you'll look back on and say with pride, I was able to be a part of that and able to do those things. Kenny, thank you very much for your service, and thank you for allowing me an opportunity to speak, and thanks to my fellow council members for tolerating me sometimes.
All right. I just want to thank God for the opportunity to be here in this community. My Lord and Savior Jesus Christ is who rules my life, and I am committed to Him every single day. I want to thank my lovely wife, Carrie, for her following me all these years as I've been called to serve. And sweetheart, I love you, and thank you. I want to thank my fellow council members for being here and the opportunity to serve with you. It is a true blessing to sit among men and women who are willing to set aside whatever their personal needs and desires may be to serve a cause greater than themselves. And I'm privileged to do that. I'm also significantly privileged and want to thank the citizens of this community for placing their trust in the opportunity to serve you. It is very humbling, and it is something that I will work as hard every day as I can to serve you in the interest of this community. I want to thank the city staff. You are truly professionals. You are called to public service in a way that is important to our city. It is extraordinary what you're asked to do, and I thank you for that. I want to thank Boyd and Russ for their service to this council. They both brought with them a passion and a perspective that made us better. The last thing I want to say is I want to end up where I started. And I want to say simply, together we can, united we will. Together we can, united we will. Together we can, united we will. And with that, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Got a motion and a second to adjourn. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? We're adjourned. 6:01. Thank you.
I don't know what you give the next 2 years.